The first game of that 3-game losing streak happened on the second part of a doubleheader in Detroit against the Pittsburgh Pirates, as we missed a huge opportunity with some rainouts and some scheduling. There was a potential that Paul Skeens could face off against Tarek Skubal on Thursday, and the rains came and created the doubleheader. But AJ Hinch said he simply asked Tarek Skubal which game did he want to pitch in the doubleheader. And he's like, I want the first one, so I know my routine. I know what time the game's going to start. Can do all that and not have to worry about game two, like the dynamics of that, how those could change over the day. So, and somehow the Pirates had already scheduled Paul Skeens to pitch in the night game, so it did not line up, which is frustrating for baseball fans. They were easily the two best pitchers in baseball over the last year. Would have been a cool matchup, but Scuba went in game one, took care of business. They won that series. Game one was delayed an hour, so Tarek's strategy of knowing his schedule was kind of screwed up by Mother Nature, but he still prevailed. Game two, of course, had they tried to get everybody out of the ballpark, and because they did it wasn't a straight doubleheader, it was a split to get the two gates. But there was very minimal time in between because of that rain delay, and because both teams, it was a getaway day for both teams. So they wanted to get that done as fast as possible, and weather was just not cooperating. It was also unbelievably hot in Detroit. I think it's been same heat in Chicago, so I'm sure you know exactly what we're talking about. But
oh yeah, it's like an armpit out there.
Yeah, it's a little bit better today, but it's still crazy humidity. But I think all of that kind of led to a long day at the ballpark. A lot of delays, a lot of heat. The big incidents happened with fans in the stands in Detroit clashing with Pirates players. There's two specific incidents. One, I didn't see anything specific on social media about, but it was or video of necessarily, but it was Tommy Pham got into it with fans and had 3 fans ejected behind home plate. Tommy Pham, of course, famous for his assault, I guess you'd call it, of teammate Jock Peterson at the time over a fantasy football dispute. I don't think he punched him. It was a slap, I think it was.
Yeah, it was like a bitch slap sort of situation.
Tommy Pham, you don't want to fuck around with Tommy Pham. So he had 3 fans ejected for. There's not much video or audio evidence to know what was said, but it was enough to have them ejected. The other issue happened in the Pirates bullpen, where some Tiger fans were just giving the bullpen some shit. In fact, Dennis Santana, I forget, that not Dennis Martinez, Dennis Santana. There's video footage of him taking a swipe at some high school or college kids, probably overserved, who had been heckling the bullpen all day. After the game, Dennis said it's not in his character to overreact, but they stepped over the line. And there is social media footage of that the guys posted. They were trying to go viral essentially. And of course, that footage is edited, so you can't see what they were saying to him prior to him taking a swipe at them, or what they had been saying for potentially hours to him before he snapped. So I guess that's going to be it's an easy subject for our asshole of the week. Just fans abusing their privileges, probably getting overserved, forgetting that they're dealing with human beings. I don't know what was said in the Tigers bullpen or to the Pirates bullpen, but you can't believe it was anything good. But we have a similar incident happened last night on the south side of Chicago with the White Sox, a fan talking to Ketel Marte from the Arizona Diamondbacks, and it was kind of a really disturbing scene. How emotional Ketel was, having to be consoled by his manager. Were you watching the game at the time?
Not at that moment. We had shut it off because it was looking abysmal.
It was 10-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was not good. So anyway, we had shut it off, and then I heard about it first thing this morning and watched the footage. Yeah. First of all, like I didn't need who studies up before they go to the game, because I'm assuming this is a White Sox fan, obviously.
Yes.
Who studies up that Ketel Marte's mother died in 2018 and is going to heckle him about it,
Yeah, she
about
passed
her.
away in a tragic car accident in the Dominican Republic, is what I heard.
Yeah, and
And then
like,
heckle him about it. Yeah, do
yeah,
the
what?
research just to
Yes,
heckle him about it.
what is going on in your head where that is like funny? Because there's
Well,
nothing funny about it. It's just disturbing. Almost,
that's
equally as disturbing as the guy who's going to murder Sosa's family, but
yeah,
so he was far enough away from Sosa, so Sosa never
yeah,
probably even heard him. It was only us who were disturbed and worried about our lives.
yeah.
Um,
Well, who does this? Assholes. I mean,
yeah,
that's why we've created this weekly award, the weekly dishonor. I mean, asshole of the week is an easy thing to bestow on certainly someone that does the research and then finds just the worst moment in Ketel Mache's life, finds a way to try to exploit that to get in his head during a fucking baseball game.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a little more sensitive to this than ever because my mom just passed away a year ago, almost exactly. So to hear that someone would do that specifically, you know, trash talk is one thing, but when you talk about family members and tragic moments, like what are we doing?
yeah. I mean I feel like some of the comments from MLB players on this are that fans are at an all-time low, would say,
Yeah.
in their heckling and in the way they're heckling, and um you know there's really no place for that. If you want to have some fun with the guys, that's fine, but
Well, even
going,
talking shit about their game or you suck or whatever, but
yeah, that
yeah,
getting personal is just completely out of line. I mean, thankfully the White Sox quickly acted, and he is banned from a lifetime ban from the
wow,
ballpark. But like, to see a player crying on the field because he's just
yeah.
so disturbed by the comments that were made
Yeah,
is,
it was serious. He wasn't just tearing up. He was kind of inconsolable for a while.
yeah,
And the manager was out. They had a bullpen or a change of pitchers, I guess, and how the infield all comes into the pitcher's mound, and he had to be kind of held together by his manager. So, and everyone's just furious on the Diamondback side, justifiably. So,
yeah. The Sox put a nice message on the board today on today's
okay.
game.
Just before we jumped on the air, I think Spiegel and Holmes, I was listening to, they were going to talk about that coming after the break. So yeah, I almost wanted to delay the podcast so I could hear what was going on. So I'm glad you're bringing this up.
Yeah, they had your White Sox family supports you, um, something along those
Yeah, yeah,
lines.
that's
So
cool.
yeah, and I know they had talked about on the broadcast today that Will Venable and some of the players had reached out to him to,
Oh wow,
um, and
that's classy.
apologize for something that wasn't their fault, but that it
Right,
happened
but
at their ballpark.
yeah, it's
And
embarrassing. Yeah, it's
yeah,
in there, but yeah, I can. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the right way to handle it.
yeah,
Well, good job, White Sox. I rarely say that, so
yeah. I mean,
proud of you guys.
the the one thing, I don't know. I was like just so I can't even, like, there's not even anything, can't even, this is usually a pretty fun podcast, but there's nothing funny about this at all.
No,
So
yeah,
I think we should just move on from
we could
that,
just move on. Yeah, for sure.
and
Word Hole Media.